There it is. Oh my gosh. I dropped something and apparently I was just right on top of it. Couldn't see it.
Alright, I think I got it to work.
Cool.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
There we
I
go.
see it. It's not put on the right, so awesome. Let me I'll make a post on my YouTube community part, and I'll tell them we're over here and see if we can't get some people to come over.
Alright. Okay. Oh.
All right, there we go. So I was getting ready to mount up one of your cranes onto these service bodies is what I'm doing.
Oh, sounds good. Alright. Wow, YouTube is reinstalling on my phone. That's necessary. It's just randomly will... I don't think it deletes itself, but it just... I don't know. Trying to...
Boy, I'm having super glue issues today. Like I cannot get my super glue to flow today for some reason.
I had 4 frames, and then I accidentally glued shut some of the holes. So that's fine. So now I have 3. Oh. I gotta go grab my glue, so that's kind of helpful.
Okay. I just realized if there's a... I don't know. I wonder how I see the chat here. Or can I? I don't know. I don't want anything. Chat. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy, etc., etc., etc. Oh, okay, there we go.
Okay. Everett, we had some issues with the stream on his end. We couldn't figure it out.
So it says I said I can. Oh, live chat. Haha! There we go. That might help. Maybe. All right. Allegedly, I should be able to see the chat here. Allegedly. I don't know. It's not popping up, but. Dang. Oh, I broke a drill bit off in my pin vise, and it is being contrary. And good news, though, I've got enough projects off my workbench, I can actually see that my workbench is brown.
Yeah. You know, I get it, though, because whenever
In a couple days, this thing's going to be clean.
Whenever I start working on a project, I'm like, oh, I might start it again later. Because I feel as soon as I put it away, it comes right back out the next day. Because I'm like, oh, I should work on this now. But
yeah, I'm in the same boat. That's why it's just a complete and total mess here.
I have to keep this end clean because my 3D printer is right there, so I kind of need to.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got mine. Mine's kind of behind where my screen is in a cleaner spot for sure. All right. Yeah, chat definitely doesn't want to work for me for some reason, but that's no big deal. I mean, whatever. Yeah.
Huh. Well, on my end, it says we have 4 viewers, so we're definitely doing a lot better.
Okay.
Well, 5. Um, if you want, because I bet you more people will be interested to see it on yours. You can go do it on yours if you want, and we can figure it out some other time.
Oh, I don't care. No, it didn't matter. I don't care.
I just feel like because everybody's waiting for a live video, and then the time we say we're going to do it just falls apart.
I mean, that's true. I mean, yeah, I kind of hate to do that to people, but whatever. Just one of those things. It happens. Ah.
All right, let's see. What should I do? Oh, I still have to paint that. That's fun.
So have you gotten some other people contacting you about planters yet?
Yeah, decent bit. They're either
Yeah.
like they're either they always ask for a 6 or an 8 row, and I'm like, oh, but I made a 4 row. I mean, I'm working on an 8 row. The 6 row. Some person was very very specific about how they wanted it, and I'm just considering like I don't really want. I don't know. I don't know. I would make it eventually. It's just I don't know. Oh, I can't open this now.
Yeah, I don't know. I was talking to a buddy of mine about that 8 row the other day. I think I think people are gonna like those quite a bit. Yeah, because we've just never had one with that style hitch before, and et cetera, et cetera. So
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't open the bottle of paint. Yeah, little testers thing. Gosh. Oh.
that doesn't sound good.
It won't open. I even put it in the vise to
Oh,
try to hold it.
oh, geez.
Well, the lid in the vise. That's what I normally do when I can't open it. But I didn't even dent this
Yeah.
cap. Sometimes I just screw up the cap so bad that it won't open.
Try if you've got anything to heat it up. Try that. Hair dryer, heat gun, something along those lines.
Unfortunately, I do not have any of those down here. That's rough.
Okay.
Uh, I could try to not get annoyed by trying to put the little mounts on my frames. I mean, there's nobody watching really. Jack, I don't have my vice grips with me. I have chat working on my end.
Oh, nice.
I had to get chat working on my phone though in order to do it. Have you tried that?
Oh, interesting. I
Well, like I
haven't
at
yet.
least have YouTube open on my phone. watching it.
All right. I just realized I glued this backwards. Oh well, this one's just for me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, what did I do? On the answer I sent you, nothing's wrong with it. I fixed it. Don't worry. But I had put on the like whatever the flow thing, whatever the box, and it was so off centered. Like it's hard to do it really bad because you've got the row units and it's kind of got to line up in between those. But it was so off centered,
Mm-hmm.
and I was using whatever my BSI glue, and I was like, oh, because I don't want to snap the frame. I would snap the frame because I had spent.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah.
It's it gets really easy after I put these the little things where it holds the cylinders. After I get
Mm-hmm.
those in, it goes real smooth from there. But it's just like a horrible try. Like it's so annoying to try to get those to go in. Like originally, I just tried to glue them on without any like little I don't know what to call it, like a little support for it. But now it's got a square hole that it fits in. But it's so finicky that it just doesn't want to go in half the time.
It's cool. Just your welder and your crane look awesome on these trucks. They're gonna be a
Thank
sensation.
you. The welder
They
was
look great.
what was that? That was one of the first things I designed on Fusion 360.
Okay, cool.
But then again, I've had 3 years in middle school on AutoCAD, so I know how to do all the sketches. Then
Nice.
I use Onshape on my Chromebook because I can do that at school during lunch. Because funny enough, with my ADHD medication, I don't eat lunch like until later. I do eat it
Oh,
eventually.
yeah.
Like think of my dinner as technically my lunch. Now I've built up a
I gotcha.
tolerance to the medicine a little bit, so like the side effect isn't as bad anymore. So I can eat like right after school. But I used to
Yeah.
eat my lunch as my dinner, or like my dinner as my lunch, or however you want to put that. So I just design during lunch. I just use I don't know.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, it's a good use of time since the
Yeah,
periods of
absolutely.
lunch is so long. I mean, I get it. So that way all the periods are the same, but it's just like when you go from middle school when you have 30 minutes and you're sitting with all your friends to when you're at high school and you have 50 minutes and you're sitting with maybe one or two. Like, I mean, you still get to talk with them, but it's not as like I don't know how to explain it. It just
No, yeah, it's not the same. I got you.
oh I know I did file that one.
Oh, I almost glued a vise on upside down too. Yeesh.
That would be a bigger issue. That would look pretty dumb.
Yeah. Whew.
Don't
It'd be
worry,
one of
the
those
whoever was
nights.
working on that truck really wasn't thinking when they.
And I left my glasses upstairs, so I can't see worth a darn.
So are the tolerances good for the cranes? Like, are they stiff enough?
They're fantastic. It's perfect.
Okay,
I wouldn't
good.
change a thing.
I did
Yeah,
it,
I love it.
whatever Factbox said for their tolerances for the resin. I I've taken a slight bit of a break from the Earthmaster thing
Oh, that's
because
yeah, sure. I guess.
like I did such a good job. I'm gonna say it. I don't want to be like toot my own horn, but I think I did a really good job on those. What are they called? The disc sets. What there's a name for them, aren't they?
Yeah,
Aren't
this gang. Yeah,
yeah,
this gang.
yeah. And I think I did a pretty good job on those. And now I have to make an equally as good shank for the back and frame. And I'm just like, oh.
Nice.
Normally I don't start out that great. That's why I normally do the frame first. Because I mean, the frame doesn't have that much detail, but still, now I'm like, no, I need to jam detail into it. Because I don't know, how do the disc gangs look?
They look great. Yeah, I'm happy with them.
And the issue is when I sent them to FactFox, they're like, wall too thin. Every single time I modify it, even.
Yeah, I have that
So
problem.
I don't want to like be like, here, I'll give you this file and I'll fix it for you. I'll refund you or whatever if I can't figure out how to work. But if you want to go send it and with the make anyway or whatever, because eventually they were just like, if you click make anyway, it'll just might get damaged in shipping. And I'm like, I think it's unlikely it'll get damaged in
Yeah,
shipping.
that
But
were you uploading it? Were you uploading it as generic resin point 1 or 0.05?
0.05.
Okay, yeah, because that's what I usually use too. So that's
Okay,
what I
so
was asking.
I
Just
started
I
with
just didn't.
1, and I after like 3 tries, I was like, right, I'll go to the slightly more expensive version.
Yeah,
It's
it's
still
not that much
like,
more expensive that it's
well, for something like that, you can just throw it right into the price. Like if you're doing it for yourself, you'd kind of get annoyed after a while of like,
yeah.
but I'll get back to working on that some at some time or at some point.
Yeah, no, I mean there is no rush at all on that. I mean it's not like I'm just like, oh, I gotta have it right now. I'm what I'm doing right now is this sounds silly, but I'm getting stuff for winter build season. So that's what I'm trying to plan projects out for. So
Okay.
um,
No, it should be done by then.
that way.
I will tell
Okay,
you
cool.
sometime in the summer
And
that
if not,
it
well,
might
we'll
be.
figure stuff. It's no big deal. Yeah, I got you. Summer project. I got you. But yeah, I'm just trying to get. My goal is to have basically every month, and obviously I'm doing drawing myself as well,
Mhm.
is to have a new project completed every month this year, so that when it comes to the winter show season, I've got 12 brand new items that nobody's ever done before, sitting on my table to sell. So
I see. So, what is your plan with the planters? Are they going on the website or are they going to the show?
they'll go on the website first because I honestly I think I'll probably sell them before we make it to show
Oh
season
yeah, definitely.
because I've already had several people want them, so
Hmm.
uh, I just don't see them lasting that long.
I was throwing around I don't know. I'm thinking. I don't know when I'm gonna have the 8 row done because I'm in a bit of a designing block right now. I can't get like I don't know. It's just not
Yeah, no,
coming.
that happens.
Yeah, and I feel bad. I don't. I mean, I know you always. I don't know. I don't want to speak for you, but like you don't seem too rushed for anything. But when I sent that crane within the first
I'm
couple
not.
of days, it only took what is it like 3 or 4 days for me to design that.
Yeah, yeah, it's quick.
It's a little different, but now that it'll probably be a little bit long, decent bit longer for the Earthmaster. I
Oh,
don't.
I totally get that. Yeah. I just I get it. Like I'm the same way. I'll get burnt out kind of, and like I just got to walk away from this for a while. And a while might be a day, it might be a month. you know, just the way it is. So
and then because I kind of had a weird feeling like when I accepted to do that, I was like, oh, like I'm because I was at that point where I was like right at the peak of like where I thought I was like getting designing done quick and really good, and then I was like, oh no, is it
Yeah.
just gonna, like go downhill from here for a little while? And sure enough, I'm at a point like I tried designing a trailer for my skid steer today, just for
Uh-huh.
myself, and I struggled so much to like figure it out. Like I don't know, it's like it either goes to some really nice looking stuff or it just goes back to like using like Tinkercad or something. Like I mean, you
Right.
can make some really cool stuff in Tinkercad, like really
Sure.
cool. But when I try Tinkercad, it ends up being just a bunch of squares that somehow resemble something. I need to get a thing to clean my file out, like one of those.
Is there? I use my blue jean pants. I don't know if that's the right thing, but
Oh, that does work. I don't have jeans on, but
yeah. I mean, it seems to work pretty good.
there's these. They're like it's not sandpaper, but it's very very small bristles on like a. I'll send you a link or
Yeah.
something, but it's just a file. It's like a file. I don't know what they call it, but it's just like a tiny, like very very fine, like bristles on a very very flat brush that you just like
Okay.
move it across that, and it cleans out the grooves.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Hmm. But if I don't get the 8 road, my plan is to either have the 8 road done early enough that I can send it to you so that it will at least one or two of them will be sold before the show. But I mean, I guess I don't know. You said you wanted one for yourself, and then do you
Yeah.
based on what
I'll
you
take some to sell.
in one, what do you think for the 8 rows?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's not a. I mean, retail.
Oh no, no, not for price.
60, 70, $80.
I was no,
Oh,
how many you order?
oh, oh. Good question.
Because I'm just trying to think of what time to kind of estimate when I'm going to get it to certain people. Like, I will discuss this because you said it's okay if I post it on my Instagram. But Bo's building me
Yeah,
a shed.
I saw that. It looks cool
Yeah,
too.
and
What you got drawn up
I'm
anyway?
gonna grow a planter for it.
Oh, nice. That's a solid trade right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I get a nice shed. He gets a nice planter. I feel bad though because it's not gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I might send him one of the first ones because it's still a little while out. And
I mean, he. I think he probably understands. He builds stuff. He gets it.
yeah,
I'm sure. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I'd at least take 5 of those planners if you could. Whenever. I mean, I'm not like there's no hurry at all for those.
oh
So
no, no,
yeah.
my plan is to do whatever you order at first, and then if you ever want more, I'll still make more. I'm not gonna like stop making them, but I'm not. I'll still do big orders, whatever you want.
Okay, gotcha.
But you don't have to like order them in big chunks. However you want to do it is fine with me. Especially with those, because those will be more expensive.
Yeah. Well, I think like kind of what I'm hoping to do because this will be the first year that I've really had a website during the holidays.
Hmm.
So I want to have a bunch of new stuff for Black Friday and run kind of a Black Friday sale.
Hmm.
Uh, I think, I mean, there's on my Shapeways store on Black Friday. I will generally make that day what I make in a month or two, or a couple months worth of normal trade, selling there. So now, so since I have my own website and this YouTube channel and everything else, I feel like I can promote it and probably have a pretty big day.
Mhm.
And then, but I just want to I want to sell finished stuff. That way, nobody's waiting for Christmas and I'm not in a hurry to get something done for Christmas or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, because really from, Thanksgiving on, I've got to be building for shows and not building to sell necessarily.
Yeah.
Um,
So you're
to have enough inventory for shows. So
yeah, you were talking. I can't remember what it was. Maybe a video or a live stream or something. And you were talking about you have to build evenly, stuff for shows and then stuff to
yeah,
sell more.
yeah, it's really tricky to find that balance.
Because I mean, well, I think after this year, like these upcoming shows, I think not only will you will be able to like figure it out, but not to. I don't know how to say this without being like I don't know, because I bet you won't. Okay, I don't know how to say this. It's okay. I'm trying to think of the best way to say this without it being like um I don't know. Okay, I'm not meaning for this to be in any bad way, but I'm not. I don't know if you'll
No,
sell
I
like
know.
all stuff from the show, so you'll have some extra stuff then to sell on your website. So you'll kind of have like a like
Oh
as the
yeah,
years go on,
yeah, for sure.
either you'll sell everything or you might not, and then you'll eventually build up enough that you're not like stressed out about what you should be building.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the goal. And then I've been trying to get more. I don't want to say easy to put together stuff, but easier to put together stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just so that I can have. Yeah, and typically, the easier something is to put together, the less expensive it is as well. Which is, I'm really trying to get because what I found this year, I think during the show season is $50 and under is where a lot of people want to be to buy customs at a show.
That's for
Um,
me. Yeah.
which is yeah. I mean, I totally get that. Not everybody wants to spend $100 on something or $200. So I'm really trying to fine tune things
Mm-hmm.
and get more in that price range versus uh, you know having all 80 and $100 stuff, which is what I had this year because I basically sold out of my $50 and under stuff
Mm-hmm.
during show season, and so um, and don't get me wrong, I sold some of the more expensive stuff too, but it's pretty clear where what people are wanting. I think, to me anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I for me, this is I like the really nice stuff, but there's a certain level of like maybe it's I don't want to say that it's too nice, but it's like with my planters, the one that I have, I'm not worried about breaking it because well, I mean, I would be very sad because it's my first one, but like I'm not worried because I have my printer at home to reprint all the parts.
Sure.
So it's I don't know how to explain it, but like certain things, like when I went to the Lafayette show, this whatever the past one, um, this
Yeah.
year, yeah,
Yeah.
and I I don't know, like I got the was it a 16-row planter, and that was my big like I don't
Hmm.
know whenever I go doing stuff, I haven't done stuff like this before, but whenever I do like go someplace and I have a set amount of whatever I can spend that I've set aside for myself for that. I normally try to get like
Yeah.
one nice thing. They're all nice, you get what I'm saying, but like one bigger nice thing and
Yeah.
then smaller things because that's what makes me like I don't know it makes me more happy to like. It sounds dumb because I don't want to say that I'm just getting like not nice stuff, but it's just the cheaper stuff still makes me really happy because I don't know. This sounds weird for me to say, but like there's more of it, so it's like there's a weird level of like you feel like you made out with more than you might have. I don't
Oh,
know. I don't know how to
absolutely. I agree.
like that's why I like the $50 and under stuff. But I would go if I
And
really liked something, I would spend in whatever 100 or something. But I have to really like it
sure.
for it to happen. and it's got a. I think at this point,
Yeah,
since I don't have like a job aside, like from I'm calling this a job now because I've made a. I would say I've made a lot for what I think, but and thanks for all the stuff that you've bought for me.
oh, yeah, glad to do it. I mean, it's I don't know. This it's what I like to do, and if somebody like you's wanting to sell some stuff and make a little extra money, I'm all game about doing that. Like I would rather deal with I don't know how to put it, like the small guy, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
rather than like Ertl. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I like
Yeah.
Ertl. Don't get me wrong, I buy a ton of their stuff, but
Yeah.
if I can get something from a small builder that's just like trying to do their thing, I will do that every day versus going with Ertl.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think like since it's just me, I don't know where I'm going with that. Forget that thought. But when you were talking about the kits, how easy they were, somebody asked me about me selling like some my 8 row as a kit, and
Uh huh.
I'm thinking ahead. Oh, I don't know how to say this without being like, no, I'm not going to sell kits because it hurts my brain to build them, and they're not that hard. They're just like I
Yeah,
haven't
sure.
done that great of a job with figuring out the tolerances and everything to the point where it works like super easy to put together. But I don't want somebody to like buy it and then they're like, oh. I'd rather them have the finished thing. They will go through less pain that way.
Yeah,
It'll be better. Sure, if you want
I'm
to,
the
I will
same
tell
way
you.
with some.
But like, go. I don't know. I don't plan to
No,
do it.
and you just have to be that.
Yeah,
Yeah. If you think something is challenging and you don't necessarily want to deal with a million questions about how to put it together, definitely don't sell it as a kit. I mean, that's fine.
yeah,
Um, and especially if you kind of get a rhythm down making them, and you can make more money selling finished products than a kit, all
yeah.
day. Um,
Especially because I'm
you
doing it in
know,
my house. It's.
yeah,
I basically
yeah,
think of
exactly.
it as free because most of it I receive as gifts. Like that's what I always like when I had my 3D printer. I would always ask for filament if I needed it, so that I can basically print whatever I want because I'm not worried about
Sure.
it costing my business. I mean, I didn't have a business. I don't even know if you call it is. I would call it a business. I have a very small business.
I would say so.
Yeah,
I would say so.
I still haven't made a name 100% yet because Punky Can's Customs sounds really dumb to me. I'm gonna be honest. And if I just use my YouTube name, it's I don't know. It's a little bit different for you to do it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just it seems weird for me to just use my YouTube name because it
No,
has
I understand.
animations,
Yeah. All right.
so then maybe people think that I'm selling like filming services and stuff. But well, I'm not.
Yeah.
And I've thought about getting a slider, like camera slider, for my phone. Yeah, but
Nice.
I
Yeah.
need to have a bigger display to do it. Well, I don't need to, but I think I could do some really cool shots with like
Yeah.
guiding the camera as the tractor or whatever is moving. I don't know. I can think of so many good ideas with it, but it's like, do I want to spend? I mean, I've found a pretty good one that's not that expensive, but do I want to spend that much money when it could go not great? Because I don't have a use for it other than for stop motions.
Right.
And I'm trying to save the
That's
money that I make from selling farm toys, go back into me making more farm toys rather than like other stuff. I mean, I'm doing a weird splitting of the. Oh, let's see. What does people in the chat say? I haven't even been looking at chat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There was a chat. There's more people than just us.
Cody the farmer. Yeah, guys, go check him out. Yeah, can't believe I mean, it makes me feel good that I get to shout somebody out. That I have enough of a following to have an influence on somebody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you say
Yeah. That's
go
a
check
yeah.
out this person, you have enough
That's
people
cool.
watching that I will gain like a ton of subscribers. Every single video you make, I gain like something in the like around 20. It's crazy.
Cool. That's a good deal. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
it's crazy. And
I mean, that's
thank you for doing
that's
them.
that's uh that's the whole reason I started doing this. To be honest with you, is to just grow the hobby and just anybody. I mean, like that's I'm always happy to shout out somebody because if they've got a channel, they're trying to do content and they're just spreading the hobby around. I mean, I think that's to me that's worth promoting. So I've been uh, I've been a part of this group for the last I don't know few months anyway with the National Farm Toy Museum, and the whole thing is how to grow the hobby. Now they're more focused on shows
Okay.
because they're an older group for the lack of a better term, and so their revenue comes from going to shows and setting up. So that's what they're concerned with for the most part, which is fine. I mean, I get it.
I know the shows are
Um,
really cool.
yeah, the shows are that's fun. I mean, for me, obviously you go to buy some toys, but for the most part, for me, it's more about just meeting with my friends in the that I may only see once or twice a year, or uh, whatever, getting to
Mhm.
meet new people, stuff like that. So
Yeah, it's pretty funny. There's a kid that one of my dad's work conferences. I met him there. And it's really funny. He lives like 20, 30 minutes away from me. It's really funny because we went to a conference. I can't remember where it was in California or something
mhm.
for my work, and they I met him there, and it's really funny because he lives like literally 20 minutes away from me, and we haven't done anything yet. But it's like I don't know. It's crazy. You just like you see. I saw him there first time, and we're just planning to see each other there every year. But I don't know. You see people that you only might see once a year. I mean, I could see him other times a year. That's where it's a little different. But
Yeah, it's just one of those things, and it's that's one of the things about St. Louis is when I first started going, it was more about finding custom toys then. Like that's where the really good custom stuff is at. The really, you never know what you're going to see, I guess. But then, after a few years going, it was more about people, and now uh, a weekend isn't long enough for me there because
yeah,
I'm too busy talking to people. And I'm not even getting to see the show. I think this year I saw the ballroom and maybe half of the first floor, and that's all of the show I got to even go to just because I was so busy with talking with people and all sorts of other things. And so it's like, well, that's interesting.
yeah. Uh, 9460. You can eventually find my stuff on ForTheLoveTractors website. Eventually, I can also sell
We'll get,
stuff like privately with you if you want. But go help him out. Help him out. He's helping me. That's why I kind of just like to redirect people to your website because you're helping me. I mean, yeah, I am helping you. It's
absolutely, yeah,
yeah.
no question about that. There's no doubt about that. So
You'll have to send me one of those.
well,
Uh, send me a picture of the service crane, like when it's all put together on a
one
truck.
of what? Sorry.
What?
Oh, okay. One of the
Yeah.
trucks.
Or no, just send me a picture of
Okay.
the crane.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
when it's all put together.
Uh, it will be. I'm hoping within a day or two, I'll have it all done.
Yeah,
Hope. We'll see.
yeah. I feel like it's getting a
If
little
this
late.
week was
Not
anything
for me
like,
to do a spoon, but like to do my planter. Because to glue those
gotcha.
things, I have to be in the right moment. It's really it's kind of like playing golf. You gotta have that right like certain time, and it's got to go good for you from the start, or it just doesn't work. And I already messed one up today, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I've definitely been there, done that. I have a 44-foot field cultivator
Hmm.
that I made a kit. It's a kit, uh, printed kit, and I mean it's awesome when it's done. But there's like 117 shanks to put on it,
Oh my gosh!
and
Whoa,
you
that doesn't
just
sound fun.
yeah,
Do you have to line
just
them
got to
up
be in the
straight,
mood for that.
or are there guidelines for where you
Well,
for?
so this was definitely an early project, so I didn't think to put like little indentations
Oh,
where each shank went. So I basically have to get the manual out of the real one every time and put them according to it.
oh, so wait, do
So
you have any
yeah,
little
that was
space
dumb.
for you to
But
know where to do it, or do you have to measure it each time?
no, I can get it. I can do it without measuring for sure.
Okay,
Uh,
I was gonna say that'd be really painful.
yeah. Now with these Wilrich chisels that I just finished, I put little indentations where every shank goes. So you can't once the shank's on, you can't see them, but when when it's painted up or when it's in primer in particular, you can see them really well. So you don't have to, you can just put them where they're supposed to go.
Mhm. Yeah, on my planters, when I used to have to put each row unit on, and then I eventually scrapped that idea and just printed it with it on. Uh, it was I had little indentations, and you couldn't tell on the like what it looked like. I don't think I even have my earliest version of the planter, like
Oh,
where
really?
I well, okay. When I'm designing things, I'll print whatever I have. I don't print it like once it's all the way done because I first want to make sure it looks good, like in person.
Yeah.
So I've got maybe I might still have it, but it's just the frame with a few oh my gosh, a few row units attached to it. Oh no, I do have that. I do have my original. What am I saying? That is the one I have. The one I sent to you is the first one where I did it, where I had the row units attached already.
Oh, okay.
Because if you can kind of imagine, like, if I'm talking about how I'm stressed out about putting these little cylinder holder thingies on,
Uh huh.
make it two times worse, and then I have to do it four times instead of two. Because there's no real way to, like, line them up really easily. So on my earliest, for the version that I have, the row units are all different angle, like tilts. They're not straight, if you get what I'm saying. Like some of them might be
Yeah,
tilted
gotcha.
farther down than the other one. And oh, I can remember something from the earliest, like really, really early stages when I was planning. After I had the row unit planned out and the frame, I was really dumb, and this was when I didn't even like think about researching the planter that much. This is a really big like dumb thing that I could have done. I thought, oh, well, the row unit must go up and down, not the wheel. This was like when I
Yeah.
just started trying to think of designing my own planter. Like the cultivator was just a little fun thing, and I'm thinking of revising one of that and making like a higher detail one.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just the cool.
You should look into. It's cool. I don't know that I would change it, but you could look into making a mounted international cultivator.
Yeah. The only issue with that is I don't have a tractor with a 3 point, so it'll be a
Ah,
little
good
bit
call.
harder for me to line it up.
Yeah. Well, I could
And
always
then
send you
I'll
one.
do a trailered one. It's easier for me to plan it that way, And really, the main reason I don't have a 3-point yet, I have one. I have a Moore's, whatever, the quick hitch one, the one that doesn't move. I bought that at the show, not thinking that it wouldn't move. But I mean, you can drill holes in it to make it move. But
Yeah,
and I was thinking, so I bought the red one to go on my 1256, and I completely forgot that it already has 3-point that doesn't work. And I'm like, well, also, I only have, like, that's a tractor that I don't really want to tear apart. If I get a second one, I might tear, I would, that's what I would do. I'd tear it apart if I got a second one.
sure.
Like, something like that, I want to keep stock because I just like it so much.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. I've got tractors like that for sure.
So it's a little bit different because that was, is really funny. That was, I think, no, that wasn't the second model I bought. The first one I bought was a John Deere something Ertl something something. I don't know. And then I customized that. So I did customize my first tractor that I got. And I think I did a decent job. I have a video on it. And then I bought a combine harvester, Massey Ferguson, something or other that SpecCast made. And then I bought the
Mm-hmm.
1256, I think. I think. And when I bought it, I brought it to school to show one of my friends, and I went to the lunch table, and this kid was like, "You spent $20 on that?" And I was like, "I think that was a pretty good deal. Like, I got it off eBay instead of off Outback Toys, so I could get free shipping because it was on some. I don't remember. Okay, I can't remember exactly what I did, but I got the cheapest deal on eBay. And they're like, "You spent $20 on
Sure.
that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're that whole lunch table group are big
Mm-hmm.
computer people that like build their own computers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I could say the same thing for like, why did you spend an extra $20 on your RAM card to get an extra like single frames per second? And they're like, I don't know that efficiency. That just I don't know. And I'm like, well, this is a little different. And now I kind of want to just go back to that lunch table. We're in a different lunch period now than them, but I just kind of go back and I'm like, you want to see how much I've made? Because they don't for computers. It's a little different. Like
Yeah, sure.
you kind of have a little thing going now, and that it's pretty interesting to me because when I started out in construction equipment, my first two videos were just of a skid steer that I got from my grandpa when I was like 8, and I still use that skid steer. I have to say it's my favorite model ever. It's an Ertl one, but still,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
just have that like attachment to it. You can't say that it's like the first ever model I had, other than like you can't call. I'm not gonna call Hot Wheels cars.
Sure. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
some people might disagree, but they're just not. I don't know. They're just not quite there. Did I hit 70 subscribers? Oh, I did hit 70 subscribers. Thank you.
Nice. Nice. That's awesome.
I in that huge episode. Did you see that video? The whatever
Yes, I
two
did. Yeah.
that I think I remember. I can't remember exactly. I think I did say 100 subscribers. I'd make a video of all my models. Now, for I don't have the I have nothing compared to you. Then again, I've only been collecting for a little bit, so that isn't a reason to do it. Like it doesn't. I don't want to make it really easy and just take a bunch of pictures of them. I kind of want to do a short stop motion for every single one of them. I'm thinking about it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Like
Yeah,
five
that'd be
seconds.
cool.
Maybe like if it's my Coon accelerator or whatever, have it open and close, and then a short version. Maybe if I already have a clip made of it, then just crop that or whatever, or clip that or whatever.
Yeah,
If I already have one made, I'll use that on top of something. But
for sure.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking about that because then it actually means something. It's not just I don't know. I don't quite have the what is it? Not courage, but I don't feel like I should. I want to do a bunch of stop motion. That's kind of my thing. Trying to do a
Yeah.
bunch of
Yeah,
stop motion
absolutely.
these live videos, which are a little bit different. But I don't know. I I want to do stop motions, and I think that'd be really neat to do a single one of all of them.
I think so too. I think that'd be cool.
Sure, it might not be the longest video, but I think it would be worth it. It's crazy. The first video I ever made, my dad was like, "That's a really short video," and it took me literally 2.5 hours to make, sitting down, and I had a shoebox with like wood blocks piled up, and I had my phone sitting over the thing, like hung like taped down to one of the wood blocks, so that I could take pictures as I moved the skid steer. And I sat doing that for 2.5 hours to get a 1 minute long video.
That's
And now I'm satisfied with like
that,
30 videos. What have I done? But I did make that 2 minute one, which is actually now my longest like stop motion video. It has 2009 like something near 2100 pictures or something. I saw this. It was a 30
that's
minute.
pretty good. I mean, that's a good number.
That is. I saw this 30-minute long stop motion video. All right, enough pause. 30-minute long stop motion video. It had no, maybe it wasn't 30 minutes. No, I can't remember exactly what it was. It was very choppy, which is okay. I don't care about the choppiness. He still has 18,000 pictures in it.
Oh,
It's from 7
wow.
years ago or something. If I can find the video, it is so cool.
That's crazy.
It's like a bunch of different. It's all the processes that they would do on the farm. It's really cool.
Huh.
And then there's this one
Hey, so
construction.
it's like 9.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I was gonna say it's 9:15. I'm gonna have to get going here pretty quick,
Oh,
but
okay. No,
we definitely have to do this again.
Yeah, and figure it out the correct way so we get a little bit more than 5 viewers.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll look into it. I'll get it going at some point this week here.
Yeah, if you can get it going by yourself,
So
it shouldn't be that hard to get it with me. I mean that.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I can make it happen.
Yeah, and then this way you can get Tony Dixon up on the YouTube channel also.
Yeah,
He says,
we're trying to figure out because he wants to do a weathering tutorial, and
yeah.
he's excellent at that, and so I definitely want him to do one. So
Live or just film a video?
well, live because he thinks he can do it in like 10 minutes.
That's crazy. Oh, I'm still like,
Yeah.
I want to weather a tractor. I think if I do a custom 1256, I'm definitely going to weather it and then do a bunch of stuff to it.
Yeah.
Like I'll have one stock one and then I'll go crazy with one. Or attempt to go crazy with one. Yeah, I think that's all I've got. You need to. I kind of got it. I kind of need to get going also. So.
Yeah, I need to too. It's getting late, so.
Let's see.
I don't know how to stop it at this point though.
Here, I can take off. I can take off your camera if you want.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. Do you want me to?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let's see.